Hello, my Skrills, and today we, as the title card implies, are going to be fixing something. Something that is so madness that yeah, I'm gonna have a 4-part series. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4. 4 beautiful parts. So part 1 is going to be about fixing the beginning, Act 1. How can we fix this? Well, first let's start off with the production history of this film. So, originally this film was supposed to release in 2021, but thanks to the pandemic, you can basically tell, well, the story explains itself. And, yeah. So, kind of rough, if you would think about it. And therefore, that gave it more time to improve itself. However, the original director left. And who was supposed to be the original director? Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be directed by the first Doctor Strange film's director, Scott Derrickson. Well, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But he left the project for nefarious reasons, and therefore they had to hire the wonderful, the amazing Sam Raimi, which you probably know him for making the 2000s Spider-Man trilogy. And, oh boy, we got gold. We think we hit gold. But overall, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness was a mixed bag. While some of the Raimiisms were great in the film, it still suffered from loose connections to WandaVision, Loki, and many others. And it's supposed to connect into WandaVision and Loki. I mean, like, this is the Multiverse of Madness. So, what went wrong? Well, lazy Doctor Strange character development arc puts too much focus and emphasis on America Chavez, and also deals away with what could have been a great group. Also has a lackluster finale. So, let us begin tinkering away at what Sam Raimi has left it for us. But first, let's start at the beginning. My personal thoughts is that he should have been on the project from the beginning. And also, isn't Phase 4 all about bringing in new talent? Like, dude. Like, Sam Raimi is new talent, but from older generations. And was perfectly made to make a horror superhero movie because he has a lot of background in the horror genre, and some of his credits include, as I mentioned, the Spider-Man trilogy, the Evil Dead series, Oz the Great and Powerful, Dark Man, Army of Darkness, The Jungle Book, the 2016 version, and Intruder, The Boogeyman, and yeah, that's it. And by you can tell, those are all horror movies. Do not watch them unless you are definitely 21 and you are prepared to wet your pants. But and honestly, yeah. If you just saw there by my blank status, I'm currently watching Black Panther 2. 1. Sorry, not 2. 2's not out yet. Although, it is in honor of the great Chadwick Boseman. But back on topic, let us begin with the beginning. So, obviously, Raimi has to watch Loki and WandaVision, but also has to watch the original Doctor Strange and everything that he's in. So, and also including self-ashamedly, Spider-Man No Way Home, which features his golden boy Tobey Maguire. I think a reference or two would have been nice in Multiverse of Madness, but that's besides the point. All right. First of all, the beginning. I don't know why, in God's name, is there a chase scene. There is a chase scene in a horror movie. Chase scenes are not common in horror movies. They are more common in monster movies or action spy thrillers. And yeah, so just cut the chase scene. However, make it begin with showing us a close-up of the Book of Ashanti, knowing that is the end goal. Well, knowing what our end goal is and where it is going. Anyways, alrighty. So, America Chavez and Defender Strange. We open with Defender Strange holding back monsters with some of the spells that he with several of the spells that he has. However, he's injured in the knee, and also I would remove the "I thought we were friends" line. It's kind of cringe. And Defender Strange would have to make a decision in sacrificing his quote unquote best friend. I would probably, well, maybe cut that out. But okay, I will stop with the buts. I will stop with the buts. But how about we just make it so he doesn't have a decision whether to sacrifice or not, even though they're this close to the Book of Ashanti. Maybe they do destroy some monsters, but maybe it's that stringed monster. He defeats it, but then right before they're getting to the Book of Ashanti, we get a good old jump scare from a monster that looks like a cross between a Lizzie from Rampage, Godzilla from the Godzilla series, and some devilish and maybe mythical other personalities. This in turn scares Chavez, and causes her to open a multiversal rift. This would come to bite her in the back, in her backstory. And then Defender Strange is trying to hold on to America while the monster tries to get America. Then he realizes something new. Okay, sorry for the brief pause there. Now, of course, he has... Okay, enough of the starry eyes. I'm sorry for that. So, obviously... it's pretty obvious that the whole, oh, when you dream something, it exists in the multiverse kind of logic. What the hell is that kind of logic? What kind of crap is that? What kind of vigilante drew that up? Well, I can fix that. Easily. Just write it out of the script. And if it was always intended for the script, then just axe it out of there before it even gets to the final draft. Jeez Louise, people. Okay. So back to our current scene. Fenner Strange realizes that this is the multiverse. That there are variants of him. So he decides to tell America to let go of him. However, she won't let go because they are friends. However, Supreme Strange says it's for the multiverse. If I don't protect it, then who knows? Then who knows what will happen? So then, she lets go, and with a final valiant effort, Strange fights off the weird creature, whatever it should be called. Supposedly killing it for the time being. However, not before almost killing him to death. Or to put it in a more sensical term, he died. However, instead of us opening up to Doctor Strange in bed, we would see our Strange, the 616 Strange, in the New York Sanctum. And of course, our best boy, Wong. I really think that his character arc should have been deciding whether to put his superhero life over his normal life. And we can see that in the beginning with what I just said. So of course, him and Wong have a conversation about the Scarlet Witch and Westview. Now, I think a very big plot hole in Multiverse of Madness is that why doesn't Doctor Strange talk to Wanda about Westview? How the hell does Westview not matter at that point? She literally enslaved an entire town. And probably all of them are going to at least need some sort of therapy after this. So surely, there has got to be some consequences to Wanda's big Westview shenanigans. What kind of crap is that? So, instead of Doctor Strange ignoring that, he would actually he actually prioritizes that. Because that would probably be, well, very bad. Also, difference in this film from the final product, he is a smart boy. So all those dumb things that he did in why do I keep saying Black Panther? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, he does not do. He realizes it. However, we still get the same outcomes regardless of his actions. Okay, next. Wong would comfort him and just say to go to Christine's wedding or something along the lines of that. Actually, hold on, let me rephrase that. He says probably something along the lines of this. You seem like, he says something along the lines of, you're too stressed out, Strange. You should probably go to the wedding. Right about now. Or Christine's wedding. Well, yeah, something along the lines of that. So, he goes to the wedding. The wedding scene plays out exactly the same as in the movie. Then, he sees Miss Chop. However, then he sees a kid in an American jean jacket. An American jean jacket running from the streets from something that's invisible. However, Strange can't see the threat. However, when he gets into battle and he can't see the threat immediately, Wong portals in and says the Eye of Agamotto was not just for holding the Time Stone. He shows Strange the new trick that we see in the final movie and reveals Gargantos. Yes, that green giant octopus has a name. Gargantos. Gargantos is the name of the giant octopus. It's his eye stabbed out. Also, that was Stan. And of course, we would see the same exact fight scene that plays out in the movie, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Although the spells that Strange does, probably he learned off screen while he was Sorcerer Supreme for a time being. So, they rescue Chavez. However, instead of her taking Strange's sling, which was kind of a dumb move because they would talk, but it would not be in. However, it would not be in a pizza shop. It would be at Comertage. And America Chavez would even bring the dead Defender Strange corpse and also just cut the ponytail joke out. Just actually respect this guy because he literally saved the multiverse for the time being. But don't worry, he'll come back into play sometime later. Alrighty, so then they tell her name, America Chavez. However, after that heartfelt moment where they honored Defender Strange, you know what time it is. It's pizza time. No, not pizza time. New character time. But, Nicholas, you're saying, don't we have enough characters as it is? Well, this movie wasted the biggest opportunity of all time. Okay, let me get into it. So, Strange and Wong agree to keep America Chavez at Comertage. However, now that Doctor Strange figured out the new Eye of Agamotto trick that he learned from Wong and in the battle against Gargantos, he goes to the place that he says that he'll go to the place that he thinks Wanda is, use the spell, and then hold Wanda accountable. However, one of the sorcerers, the female sorcerer that destroyed the Darkhold or whatever it's called. Oh no, also they would know about the Book of Ashanti already and know that it's the only way to help America control her powers and also be rid of whoever is trying to kill her or take her powers, whatever you want. It's her cup of tea. Just watching Black Panther makes me giddy every time. Okay, so my friends, we're not just gonna doodle from here and just, stop and just drop it. Stop and just drop it. No. We catch it, we set it down, and we plan what we're going to do with it. See how I use my personal office as a visual aid. And luckily for me, I've watched many film essays on how to fix a goddamn movie that needs fixing. Now, before Doctor Strange can, execute his plan, the female sorcerer that, God dang it, what's her name again? What's her name again? Sarah. What a basic name. So, Sarah, a new sorcerer in training, tells Strange that there is another fight going on, and it's very interesting because it includes what I meant to say is, it's including someone or two someones that are very, very familiar. Well, they're including two. Well, what I'm trying to say is that it includes two people that are superheroes, and they're fighting off a monster similar to what you fought off in New York. Something along the lines of that. Okay? So Doctor Strange portals over there, and to the surprise, he sees one boy with a cape with thunder and hex abilities, sort of like a mesh between Thor and Wanda, and a speedster, sort of like Pietro. Doctor Strange is very confused, although remarks that he has seen them somewhere before, but he just can't pinpoint where. Well, it's all going to make sense soon. Eventually. Cannot wait. The two boys, the magical thunder user, and the speedster in green reveal themselves as Wiccan and Speed. But Doctor Strange says, "Oh, come on, what is this? Cosplay a superhero day? Come on, what are your real names?" And they say Tommy and Billy, whatever their last name would be, depending on what you want to do. Maximoff or Shepherds or Calpine. It doesn't matter. Anyways, continuing on. So they introduce themselves as Tommy and Billy. However, Doctor Strange says, wait. Your names are Billy and Tommy, correct? And they say, yeah, correct. And then he says, come to Camertage with me. And then we cut back to Camertage, where Wong says, what do you mean they're Scarlet Witch's children? They vanished in her hex. She created them out of her hex magic. And then Strange fires back at Wong, saying, not unless something is allowing them to live. Maybe they're just regular kids, but somehow are twins and have superpowers similar to Wanda's brother and Wanda herself, and also combined with Thor. And honestly, I don't know how they're alive. But then America Chavez says, wait a minute. Does Scarlet have a hold of the Darkhold? Doctor Strange says, yeah, we felt that all the way here at Camertage. And then America says, oh, no. The only thing that's keeping those two living is that they have pieces of Mephisto's soul. But then she interrupts saying, but in theory, I don't know if we can actually prove it for sure. Maybe they did just come back magically alive, like any just normal kids. Maybe they just were always living in the background. I don't know. I'm just a kid. But then Doctor Strange says, I think it's time to go give our little witch a visit. However, he knows that if he goes, that if a group goes, Wanda is going to get suspicious. He has to go it alone. So he goes to that place he keeps going to find Wanda. Opens it, uses the spell, and a nice, neat little cottage. Just apple trees. Well, blooming apple trees because it's springtime. You know, the usual. However, Billy and Tommy persist that they go. However, Doctor Strange says no because he doesn't want to risk their lives. So then we cut to Strange. Fine. So we get back. So back to the scene. So we get Strange. He finally meets Wanda, and already Wanda knows what he's here for, and he says that you put a lot of innocent lives at risk of and have possibly give them personal trauma. Well, trauma, whatever that kind of trauma is called. And honestly, well, to keep it simple and cool, Wanda acts like she's completely normal, like I've made mistakes. That was just a big mistake. However, Strange. However, she slips up. However, I don't want her to slip up to be that she knows America. I want her to say that. Honestly, well, you can thank me later for this, but my friends, you've come here for me talking for 24/7. Whoa. So you can thank me later for whatever it is. Well, Wanda slips up. Well, maybe she slips up by saying that. And honestly, shooting for the stars here, but it's me. What can I say? So, Doctor Strange then does the exact same thing that he did to Peter in No Way Home, in whatever slip up that Wanda does in this version of Multiverse of Madness. So honestly, So, sorry, I'm itching my nail. Wait, itching my nail? No. Anyways, continuing on what I was saying, she knocks. He knocks Wanda out of her body, and then her astral form is the Scarlet Witch, and he sees that Wanda's fingers are black, just like Agatha's in WandaVision, and he says, "My God, Wanda, what have you done? You've opened the book of the danged." You get the idea what it is. PG-13. Yeah. So then Wanda says that fine. I've been using the Darkhold, but honestly, I just want however, if you just give me the child. And Strange replies saying her name is America. If you give me America Chavez, then I'll leave you alone. And he says, "Why are you taking America Chavez?" And honestly, that's just another one of the more smarter things that was missed out in that film, in the final film that we got on May 6th. But anyways, speaking of which, now we come to the fight at Camertage. Now, of course, the setup is that Wanda says that you better give me America, or I will destroy Camertage bit by bit. If we can do this peacefully, then I can have my boys back. So, honestly, you can imagine the picture from there, my friends. We get the and my friends, the fight would be, well, something different, a little bit different. Probably instead of Wanda just telling Wanda to run. Just Wanda just telling one of the sorcerers to run. Maybe she spooks them. Maybe she spooks them. Yet again, this is a Sam Raimi movie. He's the master at horror. And honestly, I cannot mourn but of the missed potential of just something that could have been so grand. And of course, we still get all the jump scares that we get in the final film. However, now Wanda is at America Chavez. She's ready to kill her. However, Billy and Tommy stall her long enough. And she says, I don't even know who you are. And honestly, to be fair, how do they get into the multiverse? Well, Doctor Strange. So, prepare yourselves for possibly some dramatic effect. We see while Wanda starts to drain her power, Doctor Strange launches his cloak of levitation at Wanda to blind her, which stops America. And honestly, my friends, so blinds her. Tommy and Billy. So then she takes it off, rips it a little bit, like in the movie. And then it comes back to Strange. And then she launches Billy and Tommy. And And honestly, then all of our main heroes get sucked in. Including Wong. So we travel across the multiverse. I'm representing Toothless. Hold on. Yeah. So we're traveling across the multiverse, and we travel through different realities, and we have in Earth 3. Oh no. 838, where the Illuminati is, and Doctor Strange, America Chavez, Wong, Speed, and Wiccan are in a different reality, and they don't know how to get out. And of course, they are practically well out of their element. They don't know anything about the multiverse. However, only Miss Chavez does. And also like in the movie, all 4 travelers puke. Strange in a chimney. Strange. And my friends, my family, my friends. Okay, so let us begin with, of course, America's little tutorial and all that stuff. And, well, of course, America teaches them about the multiverse. And then Strange, then somewhat willingly, stops at the memory block, and he just says it's useless. Then we see America's backstory, and we just see it's useless as they walk away, as Wong, Chavez, and Strange walk away. Tommy and Billy look at their memories, and then they realize, oh my God, we're the children of the Scarlet Witch. However, back at Camertage, this is a great transition to go back to Camertage, where Wanda is trying to see her young boys. But of course, Sarah from earlier decides to destroy the Darkhold, and Wanda is infuriated with this. So she needs to find a new way to get her boys into this universe. So then we, the audience, realize something's not up right. Her eyes are glowing a bright, fiery orange instead of the more akin scarlet red that we're used to. Then we see the true threat, Chthon. If you don't know this guy, quick recap. He's a guy He's basically one of Mephisto's minions, and therefore, and Chthon says that before Kamar-Taj was built, this was a worship center for me, where sacrifices would be made every day in my time. But then when the Ancient One came, she ruined all of that, built Kamar-Taj, kicked us out of our home. But now, you are the Scarlet Witch, the one born with chaos magic from a nuke of all things. You went to Hydra for help, but then all it did was give you more powers that you were destined to be given since you were born. Agatha was right. You can't control your powers. Well, not yet at least. But with my guidance, you've been getting stronger every day. And I promise you, you will have your boys back. And you will be happy as long as you help me take down Doctor Strange, bring me Miss Chavez, and help me destroy this wretched place. And she replies, understood, and he says, good. Now go find America and Strange, as well as the boys, the two teens, as well as the self-proclaimed Sorcerer Supreme. Bring them all back. You deal with the youngins, and I'll deal with Strange and the so-called Sorcerer Supreme.
Can you stay in here? I'm gonna close your door.
Now, go! Don't disappoint me, Wanda. Or should I say, Scarlet Witch. To be continued, my friends, in part 2. Fixing Act 2. So there you have it. We've already fixed the beginning. And of course, we've made a compelling beginning. We've set up multiple characters without any flaws. And of course, we've set up some stakes that could possibly end the multiverse. Because if Chthon destroys Kamar-Taj, he will be having limitless power that the Doctor Strange cannot defeat. And there will be callbacks to Loki and the original Doctor Strange. We've already made all the callbacks to WandaVision. So, now it's time for an outro, baby. If you enjoyed this hour-long video of me jabbering in front of a camera about a film that has 74% on Rotten Tomatoes and the audience liked for, I don't know, whatever reason. If you enjoyed that and would like to see another one, make sure you give this video a share. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, or as I like to say, super smash the subscribe button, and atomic breath the like button, and also ring-a-ding-ding the notification bell. It helps you know when I upload a new video. And also, do the YouTube algorithm a nice little favor. Share the video with your friends and family, and even the strangers around you. And if there's anything that I've learned is that you can fix a movie with a hell of a lot of opinion and some great care. And bless y'all. And may God be with you. Long live the Skrills.